Hello guys, welcome to Coding Essentials. Today's topic is set and set methods. So without wasting time, let's get started. First question, what is a set? Set is a collection of unique data. So remember unique data. No duplicate data entries are allowed. If you input duplicate data, then it will delete all the extra and just keep one. So set is unordered and so it is unindexed. Therefore, there is no indexing given to the elements present in set. You don't know the order in which set will define the elements. The elements you add in set does not stay at a static place. That's why there is no positive indexing or negative indexing. Declaring a set. You declare a set inside curly brackets. Let me show you an example. X equals 2 comma 3 comma 1 comma 1 comma 6 comma 1 and we print x. So only 1 2 3 6 has been printed and that too in ascending order. So for integers, set prints the elements in ascending orders by default. For example, 2 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 1 comma 2. If we print x, it will still print just 1 and 2. So this is what set does. Moving on to add method. To add a single item inside a set, we use add method. Only a single item can be added at a time. So we need to add a single item inside the set. Then x dot add and inside the bracket the value. Let's take two examples, one of integer and another of string. X equals 1 comma 2 comma 4 and we want to add 3. So 3 and we print x. So 1 2 3 4. Yes, it is successfully added. Now y equals apples and we want to add oranges. Print y, oranges and apples. Okay, so there is no default value in how the elements in a string will be printed. So this is what add method is used for. Moving on to update method. To add more than one elements at a time inside a set, we use update method. Let's take again two examples. One of integer and another of string. We need to specify the elements inside a square bracket and separated by a comma. Remember that. So let's take two examples. Just now x equals 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we want to add 5, 6, 7. So x dot update square brackets 5, 6, 7 and let's print x. So 1 till 7, yes, it has been updated successfully. Now let's update the set y. Y dot update and cherries and bananas. Okay, bananas and cherry. And let's print y. So bananas, oranges, apples and cherry. So successfully our list has been updated. Moving on to len. This is same as string, list and tuple. It will give the length of the set or the total number of elements present in the set. So let's take this example. Len of x 7 and len of y would be 4. Yes, it's 4. So this is the function of len or length. Now remove function. Remove method will remove the specified element, but if the element does not exist inside the set, it will show an error. For example, we want to remove 4 first and then we'll try removing 8 which does not exist inside the set x. So just now x is from 1 to 7. We will remove x dot remove 4 and print x. So 4 has been removed. Now let's try removing 8 which has never been existed inside the set X. So it will show an error that 8 does not exist inside the set. Okay, now moving on to discard method. It is a better version of remove method because discard method will remove an element if it existed, and it won't raise an error if the element does not exist. So that is the basic difference between remove and discard. So let's take the same example. We'll first discard 7 and then we'll discard 8. 8 dot discard 7 first and print X. Okay, 7 is discarded. Now X dot discard 8 which does not exist, and it won't discard the element which does not exist, but it will still not show an error that there is no element known as 8 which exists inside the set. So basically that is the basic difference between discard and remove. So let's move on to pop. Pop method inside a set will only delete the last element because there is no indexing possible inside a set. You never know where the element is inside a set. So pop method is only used for deleting the last element. For example, x.pop will only delete the last element that exists. So we'll print X. So you don't know which is the last element that exists inside the set X. It just prints in ascending order, but inside a set it differs every time. So it will show which element that has been deleted. So in our set 1 has been deleted. So inside my PPT 6 has been deleted. So don't get confused. Any element inside from your set can be deleted at any time. For example, now it won't x dot pop. So it will now delete 2, not 6. So this is the difference in using pop in list and tuple and in set. You don't have an index. Sorry, inside tuple you cannot use pop because tuples are immutable. So this is the difference between using pop inside a list and a set. Okay, so let's move on. So basically pop will delete the last element, but you don't know what is the last element. Okay, moving on to del keyword. Del keyword in set is used to delete the whole set only because you cannot mention the index number because set are never indexed. Let's delete X. So X is not defined. There is an error name X is not defined because we just now deleted the set X. Okay, now moving on to join two sets using union and update. There are two methods to join two or multiple sets in Python. So union method will return a new set containing the elements of both sets. I will explain what is a union in the further video. So just think joining of two sets. How to join two sets? There are two methods, union and update. So let me show you the union method first. So x equals 1, 2, 3, y equals 3, 4, 5, and z equals 2, 3, 6. Okay, so A equals x dot union y. print A. So all the elements present inside X and Y without the duplicate elements will be printed. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. 3 won't be printed 2 times. Okay, let us see now whether you can put more than one arguments inside the union. So let us print X dot union of Y comma Z. Yes, you can put multiple n number of arguments inside the union method. So this is the union of all the three sets we are using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. No duplicate elements. Okay, now let's go and see the update method. You can give entire set as an argument inside the update method also. So we have discussed the update method. Now let's see how you can join two sets using update method. So x dot update y, yes, now we print x. So x has been updated with the elements of both x and y. Now let's see that whether or not you can give multiple arguments inside update. X dot update y comma z. Yes, you can give multiple arguments inside update method also. X will be updated to all the elements that are present in X, Y and Z without duplicate elements. Remember, there are no duplicate elements allowed in a set. Okay, moving on to intersection. Here starts the methods of set. Okay, the photo over here, I have taken it from Google to explain you guys. Okay, so intersection method returns a set that has elements that are common in all three sets. Remember, the elements that are common in all the three sets. For example, here in the photo A intersection B, we draw two circles and the common part is A intersection B. For 3, the common part is A intersection B intersection C. Now I will make you understand using coding. Let's take these 4 sets and try one by one all the possibilities. X equals 1, 2, 3, 4 I guess. We'll keep just 3. 2, 3, 4. Z equals 4, 5, 6. So sorry. Z equals 4, 5, 6. Now X intersection Y will give 2, 3 because there are 2 elements that are common in both the sets. Let's check whether or not we can pass multiple arguments inside the intersection method. X dot intersection Y comma Z. It will give an empty set. Basically, this is an empty set. Now let's check for, because 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 and 4, 5, 6 does not have anything in common. Okay, let me show you one more example. If I write 7 and if I find W intersection X, again it will print an empty set. This is an empty set. Okay, because there is nothing common in those two sets. And also you can pass multiple arguments inside the intersection method. So these were the different. Okay, I will show you one more example to clear things out. y intersection z. Yes, there is a common element 4 in both y and z, therefore it printed 4. If there is no common elements inside all the three sets, then it will print a phi set or just set. Both are one and the same. Let me show you one more example. And for let us update x with adding a element 4. Now let's check intersection of x, y and z. There is a common element between x, y and z, that is 4. So this was all about intersection. And also remember that intersection method is commutative. Therefore x intersection y is equal to y intersection x always. Or x intersection y intersection z is equal to y intersection x intersection z. Okay, moving on to union. So union method returns a set that has all the elements from every set without the duplicate data. So there's another diagram to show you what is a union in set. There is a set A and set B. All the elements together are known as A union B. No element should repeat itself. Let me show you with one example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9. X equals 1, 2, 3. Y equals 4, 5, 6. Z equals 7, 8, 9. Okay, now let's find X union Y. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 all without duplicate data. Let's print X. Now let us check, is there multiple argument allowed inside union method? Yes, we have checked this before in this video. Sorry. Yes, you can pass multiple arguments inside union method. So this is the union of x, y and z. So this was all about union method. And remember that union method is also commutative. Therefore, union of x, y and z is equal to union of y, x and z and is equal to union of z, y and x. Moving on to difference. Difference method returns a set that contains items that only exist in X and not in set Y. To explain you more, if we take A set and B set, difference is excluding all the common elements between A and B and just including the elements that are uniquely present in A and that are not present in B. Let me explain you with example. X equal 1, 2, 3, y equal 3, 4, 5 and z equal 2, 3, 4. So x equal 1, 2, 3, y equal 2, 3, 4 and z equal 1, 2, 3, 4. If we write x dot difference of with y, then it should only print the unique elements in x, that is only 1. Yes, it prints only 1 because between x and y there is only one unique element, that is 1. Now let's print unique elements in y and z. Y difference z. So it should print null because there are no elements in y that are not present in z. Let's check whether or not difference method takes multiple arguments or not. Yes, it takes multiple arguments, and the answer would be null, because in X there are no elements that are present that are not present in Y and Z. For example, 1, 2 and 3 all are present in Z. Therefore, X is a subset of Z. So the answer would be null. Now let's take another example. Now let's find the difference of X with Y and W. The answer would be 1, because W has 7, X has 1, 2, 3, and Y has 2, 3 and 4. So only one unique element is present in X, such that that element is not present in Y and W. So this was all about difference. Now comes symmetric difference. Symmetric difference is a method in which it will return a set that contains element from all set excluding the common element from all set. I repeat, symmetric difference is a method that returns a set that contains element from all sets excluding the element common to all the sets. Let me make you understand from an example. X equals 1, 2, 3, Y equals 3, 4, 5, and Z equals 2, 3, 4. Symmetric difference of X with Y would be 1, 2, and 4 and 5, because the common element is only 3 over here. Symmetric difference of Y to Z would be 2 and 5, because the common element are 3 and 4 over here. Let me show you in the shell. X equal 1, 2, 3, Y equal 2, 3, 4, and Z equal 1, 5. Okay, let's take another example. X dot symmetric with Y, it's 1 and 4, because the common elements are 2 and 3, so therefore the excluding elements would be 1 and 4. So the symmetric difference between X and Y is 1 and 4. Now let's check that we are able to find. Okay, so first let's check that are we able to pass multiple argument inside the symmetric difference or not. Y comma Z, no, it takes exactly one argument. So symmetric difference won't allow more than one argument. So let's take another example of Y and Z. Sorry, symmetric difference, not argument, sorry. Okay, so this is the symmetric difference of Y and Z. Why? Because Y and Z does not have any common elements inside them. So all the elements should be there in symmetric difference. Okay, sorry again. Moving on to is disjoint. Is disjoint method will return true if no items in set X is present in set Y. Okay, for example, if there is no element common in two sets, then it will print true. Let's see the example in the shell. X equals sorry, x equals 1 comma 2 comma 3, y equals 4 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, and z equals 1 comma 5. So first let's check is disjoint. So you can check each and every method over here. Python shell gives this feature also. Is disjoint with y? Yes, true, because there are no common elements between x and y. Now let's check whether or not it allows us to pass more than one arguments, y comma z. No, it only takes one argument, exactly one argument. So it won't allow us to pass multiple arguments. Okay, let me show you one more example where it's false. Y disjoint z. Yes, it's false because there are common elements. Phi is common between y and z, so they are not disjoint sets. Moving on to is subset and is superset. These are two opposite things. For example, first I will explain you is subset. Is subset will return true if all elements of x are present in y. So is subset will return true if all elements of x are present in y. Let's take the below example. X is 1 comma 2 comma 3 and y is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So x is the subset of y. So x dot is subset of y would give true, but y is subset of x will give false because it is not a subset, it is a superset of x. The opposite will be true only when both sets are equal, because let's take an example of a and b. Both have three values 1, 2 and 3. So a is a subset of b and a is a superset of b, and vice versa. Let me show you inside the shell. X equals 1 comma 2 comma 3, y equals 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. X dot is subset of y true, but y dot is subset of x will always be false until x equals y. So let us make y equals, okay, we'll make another z equals 1 comma 2 comma 3. So x dot is subset of z true, and z dot is subset of x will also be true because they both are subset and superset of each other. Okay, now let me explain you is superset. Is superset will return true if all elements of y are present in x. So it is exactly opposite of is subset. So where x is this and y is this. So let me again show you. So here if we write y dot is superset of x, it will print true. If I write x dot is superset of y, it will print false because x is a subset of y and y is a superset of x. The both methods work opposite to each other until they both are equal. So if x and y are equal, then vice versa is possible. For example, x dot is superset of z is true and z dot is superset of x is also true. So in only one special condition, x equals y, the subset and superset of both, so x and y, x dot is subset of y and y dot is subset of x, and x dot is superset of y and y dot is superset of x. All four conditions will be true only when x equals y. Moving on, okay, these are the references of photos. So this was all the knowledge about set and set methods. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, and if you have any doubt, then please ask me in the comment. I will surely reply. Thank you guys for watching.